Hello, welcome to the show. It's the Money and Markets Show. I'm Charles Ward, your host.
At ABSA Corporate and Investment Banking, we are invested in your story, and we invite you to write it with us because your story matters. ABSA.
What is education? At the core of it, education is about transferring or achieving knowledge, skills, and values that can help a person achieve their full potential. Now, the question we ask, is Uganda's education the way it is helping in transferring these values? Well, in this segment, we are hosting a seasoned educationist to find out, first of all, where Uganda's education lies as regards those values and values. But then two, what is the right kind of education that we need as a country at this point in time?
We emphasize two types of technologies. The first technology that is important, that is missing in many institutions, is what we call soft technology. Now, in the soft technology is the principle of how do you create a vision, how do you visualize the future, how do you assess your current reality in relation to what you want to create and see the discrepancy, the difference, and then plan how to move from where you are to where you want to be. Now, to move is not just by words. Again, it is skills. If you need resources, how do you mobilize resources? And what resources are we talking about? One, you, the main resource as an individual. So a person to recognize that I'm a resource is very important, because every time you ask people, what is the issue? They will tell you, I have no money, I would be doing this. I have no this, I would be doing this. If I went to school, I would be doing this. I said, that's rubbish. The biggest resource is yourself. Nobody develops another person. A person develops themselves. Now, once the people realize that actually they have the smartness to change the quality of life, the next thing is, what do you need to put together to coordinate resources? The second one is not money, is knowledge about what you want to do. What information do you need? Then after information, what skill do you need? Because knowing about something is one thing. You know, potatoes are good for your carbohydrates, but to put them on the plate is another thing. Another thing. So you need to know how to produce that potato that you eat so that you get carbohydrate. So you see, now first and foremost, the mental shift about oneself, knowing what they want, and then the skills how to access it. The next thing is, you can know how to produce a potato, but do you have the vines? Do you have the land? Where are you going to plant them? So now those are what we call other resources that are complementary to make you access what you want. So now land, vines, and then how to cultivate. So once you use that process, is additive process, then they say, okay, certainly I would need some money. Okay, from where? And that's why we came in with learn, work, and earn. So what are you going to do during the learning process that will enable you to get an income that can become what we call your source of startup capital? Once you get that startup little money, can you demonstrate to your spouse, can you demonstrate to your parent that although I went to school and failed, this time around I'm a different person? Dad, I have 50,000 and I'm learning this. Is it possible either to lend me or contribute another 50,000? So we engage with the people to use locally available resources, starting with their immediate network. Their immediate network. And those are the people around you. They must be convinced enough that actually you have transformed. And they can trust you. Because the biggest resource in economics is trust. That's why if you went to the bank, you want money. Because they don't trust you, they ask for collateral. If you went to a friend, because they trust you, they don't ask for collateral. So trust is a fundamental resource. So how does the person we train build trust in the networks that they can actually raise the basic resources as a startup, not complete? Why? Because our youth and everyone who starts business with a loan is a bad deal. Because you are working for the lender. You are not working for yourself. So the first thing is get them away from loans. Start with small capital. And when they start with little capital, they become frugal. They know how to manage little resources. When you start with the youth with big capital, they think money is inexhaustible. How do you start small and iteratively build? Because you need to know how you put in the first initial capital, then it produces money. If it produces money, what do you do? Is it for spending? Is it for saving or for reinvesting? Now, they have been training people in savings. And we say that's a wrong journey. It's not about saving. It's about money producing more money. When you save, you are hiding money away from production. You save when you have extra. So how can people work, get money, and reinvest?
We'll now take a very short commercial break. We'll pick it from there after this break.